Paige Beckers is so far and away the biggest star going into the WNBA draft that sometimes you could forget there are other players on the board, right? Because so many of the more high profile players are either not eligible or didn't elect to enter the draft. Obviously, Olivia Miles, noteworthy non-entry. Flau'jae Johnson, a noteworthy non-entry for players who were eligible. AZ Fudd, a really noteworthy non-entry as well. Then you have the players who aren't eligible yet. Obviously, Juju Watkins, as she's in her recovery, but she can't go to the draft in 2027. Sarah Strong was just a freshman. So the higher profile names aren't really there. Hannah Hidalgo still in school, other than maybe, let's say, Sonia Cintron from Notre Dame, Haley Van Lith, obviously, but she's not expected to be picked at the very top of the draft. But someone who is expected to be picked at the top of the draft is a very, very interesting prospect in Dominique Molonga out of France. She is, as far as a physical specimen goes, I mean, you could make the argument that she's the one in the draft. I have not, I can't profess to have watched her play a ton, but just from, physical capabilities and an imposing presence standpoint. Obviously, Paige Beckers has the pedigree and Paige Beckers has the star power. This is not me arguing that Molonga should go number one over Beckers. But if I'm sitting in that 2 spot, I don't know how I pass on something like this. I mean, this was the highlight that went viral yesterday, shared on TikTok. I'm not even sure when this was from, but it's how smooth she does it. It's not even that she's capable of doing it, but easily drop step dunk. That was not a hard motion for her. And she has some experience, of course, playing overseas, having done so for France. There's some highlights out there that you can find and watch and check out, of course, including these right here. Goes to the left, finishes. I mean, that length is just something else. To the right, getting ahead in transition. She can move. Like, she's not awkwardly big. That's the biggest thing that stands out to me. We'll see how she refines the rest of her game, but she's not lumbering when she moves, I guess is the way I would put it. None of these are jump. Nice court vision there, though. None of these are jump shots or anything, but that's all stuff you can refine, because imagine her stretching her range out as her career develops and then being able to face up and drive like that at her size. That would be something to certainly watch or watch out for if you're the opposition. And given that drop step thing, I'm not so sure, she wouldn't be able to dunk the ball on somebody either. That's, possibly within her capabilities. She's told a cool story with Rachel Demita, and I'll link that episode in the description as well. But this was the sort of origin story that was shared on the Courtside Club show.
Let's talk a little bit about Tony Parker recruiting you. Yeah. What was that like?
That's a great story because it was surprising to me. I already was in touch with my actual agent, Jeremy, and he's not like close to Tony. He just said, okay, I showed your game to Tony, and he loved that. And he was like, okay, she has nothing to do anymore with the kids, I would say. Yeah. She needs to be pro right now. I'm a Tony Parker, of course. And I was like, yeah. The actual Tony Parker is saying that I need to be pro like tomorrow and I have nothing to do here. So I speak to my parents and they were like, you cannot like miss the opportunity. I would say 2 weeks after that, Tony called me and my family. They said, okay, you come to Lyon right now. You come to visit the city. You come to visit the school, because I was in the Tony Parker Academy that he has now. Okay. Here in Lyon. Cool. He has an academy. And so he like rent us like a private jet to come to Paris.
Big time.
Yeah. I was all the stars in my eyes, everything. So private jet, Paris to Lyon. Great dinner, big chef, like everything, just to tell me, okay, I see your potential. You will become a great player. You need to come here. I will do this. And I was like, okay, I cannot miss this opportunity. Yeah.
Seems very likable. Seems like she's got a great head on her shoulders, and is mature and ready for the WNBA draft and what comes with the responsibility of being a professional. Of course, just 19 years old. So when you hear that, when there's that level of maturity, that's always something that stands out, right? Like that's something that grabs you and jumps out to you, and beyond just the highlight clips of Malonga there. But yeah, if you're anybody but Dallas, or most notably the Seattle Storm, I'm just not sure how you pass up on a prospect like that relative to the rest of the draft, particularly because beyond Beckers, Malonga feels like the story.